Good afternoon, everyone, and warm welcome today. Today in the sessions we are going to have mastering artificial intelligence from fundamentals to future ready careers. I'm Priya Shetty, a data science lecturer at Digital Regenesys, and I'm thrilled to have you here. So today we are going to decode what artificial intelligence is, not the sci-fi version we see in movies, but the real, practical AI that is changing our everyday lives. Whether you are a student exploring career options, a professional looking for to upskill, or someone simply fascinated by technology, you are in right place. By end of this session, I assure you, you will clearly understand what AI is, where it is used, what skill you need, and how you can become part of this growing global field of AI. So, the agenda that we will cover today is understanding artificial intelligence. So agenda, we will start with what is artificial intelligence. Then we will look at real world applications, that how AI is changing healthcare, retail, finance, and even education. Next, we will walk through the AI ecosystem, the tools and technologies that professionals use daily for AI. Next we will walk through AI career path. We will understand the job roles, skills you will need, and how to get started with AI. Then we will talk about something extremely important, which is responsible AI and future trends that are shaping the world. And finally, we will wrap up with a Q&A. So let's begin with our AI journey with digital regenesis. Myself, before I start, I will give you a short introduction about myself. Priya Shetty, data science facilitator at Digital Regenesis. I have passed 13 years of experience in technical training, where I have started my training career with Java. I have taken many sessions on Java, data science, Python, and Power BI. So, looking forward for today's session, which you guys will be enjoying. I hope so. So let's start with it. What is artificial intelligence? The first question when nowadays, this is one of the question when you first time hear about artificial intelligence. And the one thing, what when you hear artificial intelligence, the first image that comes to your mind, what is the image that comes to your mind? It will be a robot, chat gpt, right? Any application that nowadays we use, right? Or even anything, something from a sci-fi movie, that the images that we have watched, that comes into our picture. But in reality, AI is to understand AI, we don't have to go through that outer surface that is given to us, but to understand AI, it's much simpler to think it as it's a technique to teach machine. It's a technique to teach machine how to think, how to make decisions like human. That's what AI is. That's how I describe AI in a very simple term. Instead of thinking it of about how it works, how that the way I said, thinking about robots and everything. uh, these are the these are the final output that comes in front of us, right? But in simple way, once again I would repeat, it's a teaching machine. It's a technique of teaching machine to think and make decisions like a human. Okay, so how a machine is thinking? Where does the machine think? Now this is the question that arises, right? When your machine is thinking, how it is making decisions. But in our daily life, the applications that nowadays you use, if you have observed them, they are making decisions on behalf of you. For example, when you open your Gmail application, there are techniques where Gmail is automatically will automatically move unwanted messages to spam folder. You don't have to do it. Many in Gmail, in the Gmail application, you guys might have observed there are three sections within the inbox itself, where it gives you option of mails, promotional, something like that, right? Promotional. Now promotional section will have all the mails which are related to promotion, marketing kind of mails will be shifted over there. Now this is what, how Gmail is able to do that. That's where AI comes in place. That's how Gmail has been trained. AI is has learned how to identify the promotional mails, how to identify the spam mails, and it shifts them to that place. Apart from that, what else? Now something which everyone uses nowadays, camera, mobile cameras, right? This is something which every generation, every people from all walks of all generations are using mobile phones when they are clicking a picture. Now when you take the camera in front of your faces, or when you what happens is, there are some application or tools provided within camera which allows the camera to detect the face, and automatically it blurs the background. There are certain features, you might have observed this. Now that's what AI is. That is how AI is helping the camera to detect the object in real time. The face is being detected and the background images are getting blurred automatically. That is what one of the technique of AI. Okay. Apart from that, online shopping. When you shop online, and you might have observed, when you buy something, automatically it also shows you some options, highlighting like you might also like, right? This is something where it is recommending you for to buy some more products which may you like. And how it is able to highlight you those things? By learning from experience, like it is learning from your behavior of viewing the items. Based on that, it is able to highlight you what you might end up buying more. So this is what AI does. Actually, this is what AI does. So AI works like by learning patterns from the data. So the important thing for AI is what data, that it will read the data, it will understand the pattern, and then it will learn, the application will learn to make decisions. Okay, so it's like any human kind of activity that we do. If I want to learn something, what I will have to do, I will have to practically do it, right? Practically doing means what? I can refer that part as experience. How human learns? Human learn by their experiences. Let's say a small when a child is growing, they are daily shown with different alphabets, uh, pictures of animals, and colors and everything. And they are trained regularly, that what is this color, what is this animal called as, and everything. Now when the baby is going through this period of experiencing the different objects, we are doing is we are training his brain, right? That he next time when the similar object comes in front of him, he will be able to recognize it. The same concept is applied in AI. The something that humans used to do, human itself has tried to implement it in machines by giving them training. So it learns from, instead of experiences. Obviously, machine will not be able to learn from experiences, right? The way human learns, but it will learn from data and algorithms. That's why you might have always heard about this term algorithms. Very like this is also one of the popular word nowadays, data and algorithms. So these two words are part of AI, which helps them to learn the patterns. So I hope this makes you more understand how AI is helpful. Now within AI, there is much more. It's not only the term AI. AI is the broader picture. Within AI, we have got different branches. We have different sections which we need to understand. Let's have one by one. Let's understand one by one what they are. Like you might have heard about ML. You might have heard about deep learning. You might have heard about NLP also. So these are called as branches. Computer vision, robotics. These all are branches of AI. They are part of AI. Okay, let's understand one by one what these are. So every branch that I have mentioned over here have their own specific need, purpose. Okay, so let's understand what the purpose is. As you can see, machine learning, but in within the word itself it has got something called as learning, right? So this is where computer learns from the past data. As I earlier mentioned, AI is what it is focusing. AI is learning from experience. How it will learn from the experience? By data, by using data. So this data learning technique from data is provided by machine learning. So machine learning is is the branch of AI where you mm, train your train your machines. You teach your machine from the previous data. Okay. For example, a bank is using a machine learning technique to detect fraud. It will look for patterns like transaction, location, time, amount. If anything doesn't fit usual pattern, it flags it instantly. Okay, so this is how machine learning is helping. Like fraud detection, I would say, like these transaction, whenever you perform any transaction, okay, let's say your card. Now, machine learning has the past transaction history of yours for that particular card, from your card, that you usually, from which location you do uh, perform the transaction, how much amount you spend for the transaction, the max amount, the min amount, right? How is your spend daily? How many time you perform the transaction? Now, all these records are what? Data. These all are data required to make your machine learn about the fraud transaction. Okay. Now, in between those things, there is an unusual pattern happen. Maybe from an unknown location, which was not always been surrounded around, not a location which you are closer to, or the amount that has been transacted is not something that you have you perform the transaction in nearly 1 year, 2 year. So this machine will detect over here that something is wrong over here. It will raise a flag. It will raise the flag over there. That's how machine you teach machine. These are the things that are done by machine learning. As I said, spam. Now, which mail is spam? Which mail is promotional mail? Which mail is important? All these things are this you will teach within machine learning. Within machine learning, using the algorithms, you will be teaching all these patterns, how to identify the patterns, and how to detect the things. Okay, so that's what machine learning is. Now, coming to the second part, which calls that deep learning. Deep learning, within by the name itself we can understand something which is very deep into, right? So it's not deep, it's in the sense of neurons. It is representing brain neurons, right? How our brain neurons are. Similarly here, this is inspired how our brain works. Layer of artificial neurons. It's like deep learning, if you think, it's like connecting to neurons the way human neurons work. So that's how deep learning is. Okay. So what exactly deep learning do? So deep learning focuses on objects. I gave an example earlier. I We talked about camera detecting the faces, right? It is an object. So that's what deep learning. That part is called as deep learning. When you upload a selfie to Facebook, okay, and there's an option of tagging your friends. And some earlier it was basically we had to do it. By the time passed, now it is automatically tagging the friends. It is automatically tagging the people in the photos, whoever is among your friends. That is what deep learning is. That process is done using deep learning. Okay, so deep learning focuses on object. It is used to identify objects appropriately. Apart from that, we have natural language processing. Natural language processing. This helps computers understand language. So when you say hi Siri, like it's textual data. Your speech is being recognized by the machine, right? You are able to talk to machine, and machine will respond to your speeches. So that is what natural language processing is. So we all know there are so many applications. Even Google nowadays, you don't have to type search. You can just hit on that microphone and talk to Google, and it will give you the responses. Even YouTube, nowadays people are not using TV remote. They directly speak to the TV, and TV displays whatever they want to watch, listening to music and everything. It is it is the machine is able to hear, understand human words. That process that happens, the technique that we need to build such things are provided under natural language processing. So this helps understand computer, understand languages. When, for example, when you say hello, hey Siri, play my work out playlist. So Siri will understand your word, your tone, your intent. That is done using NLP. That is done using NLP. Then comes computer vision. Now, what is computer vision? So, computer vision is like it is basically used in surveillance, medical imaging, agriculture kind of things are used. Computer vision here. It's like farmers now uses drones with AI cameras that detect which part of their crops need water or fertilizer, saving resources and improving yield. Um, One more, I can give an example. I'm not recalling the exact name of it, but there are shops. There are Amazon shops where uh, uh, no selling people are there. There are no sales team sitting over there. Okay. It's just a normal shop. All the products are there. You just have to visit over there, and you will just pick up your items and go. Now, who is taking care of those things? How will I come to know which product is not available? What is the lot that we have to keep, or how it is keeping the track of people? What all things? So this is completely, it is based on computer vision, where everything is taken care by the surveillance, where it will identify which products are required, which products are getting the number of items are getting less, which products needs to be ordered, which products is bought by customer more. All these things are taken care by that surveillance. Now that part is done under computer vision. That process is called as computer. That process comes under computer vision. Apart from that, we also have something called as robotics. This is something that we might have heard from our childhood, right? Robotic word is not something new. We all know what robots are. Robots, when the term comes robot, it is something a human-like structured machine. Uh, that's what we have seen in TVs, right, from childhood. So that is which shows that it will perform all the tasks that it is asked for, right? So robotic here, when AI meets machine. Okay, so here, like small robots are helping. You might have heard many nowadays. Many news comes up about robots being used as are replacing as the cleaner in room cleaner in hotels, and staff for serving the serving items in restaurants and all. So though this is how robotics is being used. For instance, an Amazon warehouse, there are hundred of small robots. They move the shelves. No, the products are being moved. When a new product comes in, these robots help to keep those products in line on the shelves, remove the unwanted product, everything which the workers used to do, a normal human being used to do, has been replaced by small robots, which makes delivery faster and safer, making more productivity, right? So this is how the branches of AI are divided. So every application that you see comes under separate branches of AI that we have talked about, right? I hope this gives you a more clear understanding about the terms that so far you might have learned, what machine learning, deep learning, NLP, computer vision, robotic. And I'm very much sure that these are the words that you might have heard, but we're not able to uh, identify what is the purpose of all these things. Are all one, or all are different? So these all have different purposes. Okay. So moving ahead, after branches, so this is about the machine learning, deep learning, natural language processing, computer vision, and robotics. Okay, so moving ahead, we will talk about where these AI are being used. Let's talk a bit more about some real-time examples where we will get to know how AI is helping us in our real-world applications. So AI in action, in real world applications. So let's now bring this closer to the real life examples where we can relate it. Like example I gave Amazon and all. So healthcare. Now AI is something which is being used in every sector, every domain it is being used. Healthcare. The first we will talk about is healthcare. Now there are so many things coming up around. For example, imagine you're visiting for a checkup. Okay, so traditionally the traditional approach was doctor analyze your reports manually. They analyze your reports manually, but nowadays it's not that thing. Okay, nowadays AI tool can scan thousands of X-ray and detect diseases like pneumonia or cancers at early stage. Okay, so there are many hospitals that that are partnered with Microsoft. Okay, there are many popular hospitals that are partnered with Microsoft to build an AI system that can predict heart disease risk by analyzing ECG and patient history. Okay, so this is actually happening. So this is actually happening. Many big hospitals are getting partnered with Microsoft to build an AI system that will predict heart disease risk by analyzing ECG and patient history. Now here what we are doing is we are training the data, we are providing the data to it, and then based on that training, it will help us to detect the predict with about the heart disease, right? This systems help doctors reduce readmission rate. Now, readmission rate reduces by 18% because of this. So this is how. Not only this, there are many other usage also of AI also in the healthcare, but this one is the this one I have talked about. Then comes finance. Finance is, let's say you're shopping, okay, you're shopping online, suddenly your bank application sends you an alert, suspicious transaction detected. Now, this is AI in the background which is working, checking thousands of transactions in real time. Companies like many companies, many top banking systems use AI to stop fraud before it happens, analyzing location, device type, spending patterns, transaction time to decide whether it's really you. I think you guys might have observed this thing. Nowadays it happens if you perform any transaction. Let's say I log in from another account. I open my application, my banking application in another laptop. Okay. So I get a mail stating that your application was accessed from so and so an IP address. Is is that you? Okay. Or if it is not, please press yes or something like these kind of notification comes to us. Now this is AI. In the background, they are every transaction that you make in the background, AI is performing a background check, compares it with previous transaction happened, and anywhere it finds any abnormality it will highlight. That's how finances are using AI for. Apart from that, we have got retail. Now Netflix, by when you see Netflix, it's like now not only Netflix nowadays. If you have your mobile phone with you and you talk to your friend about certain certain product that might have been launched, a new mobile phone that has been launched, and you're talking about it, and after some time, if you open your mobile phone, I'm sure you guys might see some advertisement related to that mobile, or Amazon highlighting you to buy that mobile with some discount and all, right? It when you see this thing, it might appears like, is Netflix, is your mobile phone reading your mind or something, or what? Or is it like eavesdropping your conversation with your friend? Yes. So this happens, right? And this is being very much used by retails. Okay, Netflix uses machine learning to study what you have skipped, what you have watched, and it highlights you watch later. You were watching this. These kind of notification comes to us. It uses NLP to understand your review and comment about show, and accordingly, the trending movie highlights on your homepage. It also uses deep learning. Retail companies uses deep learning to find similarity between your choices, what you have chosen, what kind of items you mostly prefer, and accordingly, a personalized homepage is displayed to you, which will obviously provide a user satisfaction, right? Viewer satisfaction is provided, so obviously will be more comfortable to watch through their applications. Apart from that, transportation, we all know nowadays we have Tesla kind of cars, self-driving cars, right? So now transportation uses computer vision. Earlier I talked about branch, right? Within that branch we had computer vision. So self-driving car use the concept of computer vision to identify roads, signs, pedestrian. So every second the car sensor captures 1,000 plus data points, and deep learning model will keep on analyzing it instantly to make your driving safe without a drive. So that's how they stop automatically when a child runs across the street. Okay. So this is how within transportation, we are making use of AI. Not only that, education. Nowadays, there are so many applications, so many platform which provides you very, which recommends you how you learn. Okay. For example, if you struggle with a math concept, the system will give you easier question first until you are confident to build it. They decide your learning planners and everything. So that's how AI is helping within education also. So you can see how AI is not just in a lab. It's not sitting in a it's not only used by IT company people who are software engineers or something. It is broadly used everywhere. It's in your phone, it's your in your shopping cart, your classroom, or your doctor office, in your home, everywhere. Nowadays, we have got that robot system, like an application which can clean, which can mop your home, right? So this is how AI is used in home appliances as well. so you can understand how widely AI applications are used. So tools, obviously, to learn, to come across all these things, we need to know how to learn this. There are certain tools and technologies that you will have to be aware of to learn AI ecosystem. So it starts with, sorry, it starts with programming language, frameworks. You need to know framework. You need to know how to handle data handling, visualization, platforms. Sorry. So these are the techniques. These are the tools that are required, like programming language. So Python are these Python, can you can say that Python is a king of AI. It's like English for computers, simple, readable, and powerful. Okay. So there are different libraries provided which helps you to handle your data, NumPy, Pandas, Scikit, TensorFlow, and PyTorch for deep learning, building predictive models, handling cleaning data, and all. So libraries are provided. We have visualization tool where you will be able to visualize an insight, make your data story more clear by using Power BI and Tableau-like tools. There are different platforms on your where AI professional can experiment their code, which are free to use, like Jupyter Notebook and Google Colab. So this think of this ecosystem as a factory where Python is the factory for building machines. Pandas and NumPys are the workers sorting and cleaning raw materials. TensorFlow is the robot that assembles everything into an intelligent product. And Power BI, it's the packaging where we present our insight to the world. So what Python is like, you are writing codes to learn to make your machine learn, and Panda and NumPy provides the tools that are required to train the machine. Uh, uh, TensorFlow and Power BI are those things which helps you to TensorFlow is something which helps you to assemble everything to make your product more intelligent, and Power BI is something which will present your data visually, which will give you more insightful, understandable output to the outer world. So that's how the tools and technologies of AI ecosystem are. Career pathway. Now, after learning AI, there are different career goals that you can achieve. You can be a data scientist, you can be a machine learning engineer, AI researcher, data analyst, sorry, NLP engineer, and AI product manager. So so data scientist, now data scientists are those people who turn data, they work on data, they perform all the research work on their data to get a very insightful reports, make some strategies to have a good business. Machine learning engineer, now machine learning, what it is, it's something where you which makes your machine to learn, to make decisions, right? So here these people are responsible to build actual model that will make predictions. AI researchers, obviously by the name, something who are inventing, keep on inventing. So these are people responsible to invent new algorithms so that the scientist for for the future tomorrow. NLP engineers are those people who are more focused on creating systems like chatbots or translators. AI product manager are those people who will connect your business and technological world together. So this is how you guys can have different career path. Now, what is the future trend that is coming up? So emerging trends that we all have heard about is as AI becomes more powerful, it also comes with responsibility. Everything has something good and bad, right? pros and cons, you can say. So AI, AI is becoming more powerful, but day by day it is being more powerful. But it is also, it also comes with responsibility that how you're using it. For instance, Amazon once had an AI hiring system, okay, that unknowingly became biased. It favored male candidates because it was trained on past training data dominated by men. So the company had to rebuild the system from scratch. So that's how it went on. So that's why responsible AI focuses on using unbiased, diverse data, making algorithm explainable, protecting privacy and security. This is one of the very crucial and very important part, because of this, many people are still avoiding using AI technologies because of in fear of they are losing their private data or security. So this is also one of the very crucial part where you have to focus on. So the future is coming with generative AI. Like we all know the tools like ChatGPT and all. You prompt it and it will give you accordingly the required in the outputs. So that is what generative AI is. Then we have got something called as edge AI. It's running like AI directly on phone and smartphone for faster responses. So there's no app, like AI is directly into your system. AI for climate and health, predicting weather patterns or any disease that would outbreak the world. Okay, so the future belongs to professional who know not just how to build AI, okay, but how to build it ethically. That is also very much important. It's not only to focus on that, yes, I know to build AI, but also you have to focus on what all are the things that needs to be taken care of while building AI. That's why they said is know how to just not to know how to just build AI, but how to build it ethically. Your journey will when you start with your journey, learning journey for AI, the first thing that you guys have to start with is learning programming using Python and basics of statistics. Machine learning concepts you will have to learn how to create algorithms. Then obviously by combining these two, you will be creating small projects on different algorithms. You can move ahead with more concepts of deep learning and NLP, building up portfolio with GitHub, and that's how you need to stay updated with more research papers and AI blogs where you will be able to explore more about AI applications. Now, as you know that there are so every day, you can say every now and then something new applications are coming up. So you have to stay updated about it also to grow along with it. Now, in digital regenesis, we do provide this structure according to the requirement, that is introductory data science program, within which you will learn about programming, how to build a normal Python program. Then you will then we will move ahead with the technique of adding some advanced level technique where you will learn about different library packages which helps us to work with data, that is applied Python for data application. Then we move on to intermediary data science program where you will learn the technique about EDA, where you will learn how to clean your data, how to transform your data, how to visualize your data using different graphs, how to modify your data. That thing you will be learning in data exploration and insight. Apart from that, there are certain tools which give you a very beautiful structured dashboards. So using Power BI, you guys will learn how to create dashboards. Then we come into advanced data science program where you will learn about algorithms. You will learn to create algorithms which can predict. the predict the data. You will learn about deploying, or putting it all together. You will learn how to deploy the application. So this is what the course structure is. Then we have got exploratory data analysis, handling data discrepancy. So these are the topics. These are the features which are required for the uh, data concepts. Visualization technique, algorithms. After completing this program, where you learn about the applications, about the uh, deployment of the application, you will be able to build application which are user friendly, an application which has a front end and back end, where your front end application will predict user understandable output will be displayed to you by integrating it with your algorithms. So these are the team members of Digital Regenesys, under whom you would be getting your training. This is our official website where you can go and check on about the courses in more detail. Um, I will keep myself open for question. So you guys can put up your questions on the chat box. Yes, you will get certificate from this training. ML is machine learning. So ML is about you will within ML you guys learn about algorithms. You learn how to create algorithms which will help you to create models which can predict data. Uh, so what is actually the model we are talking about? What prediction? For example, there are many application which for example, predicting, there are many application which predicts whether it will rain tomorrow or not, how heavy the temperature will be for tomorrow. So now this is a prediction made by that application. How that application was able to make the prediction that tomorrow it will be 32-degree or 4-degree or 5-degree, how it was? Because of machine learning. Because within that application, you guys have created an algorithm which is helping you to predict tomorrow's weather based on the future data. Based on the future data, it is able to predict new thing. And this training is for to make this happen. We make use of machine learning. So within machine learning concept, we learn about different algorithms that help us to understand how you will train your data, how you will test your data, and then how the prediction will go on. So that's what happens in machine learning. Yes, you guys will be learning about deep learning. So there are many applications for different domain, as I said. When you will learn about it, you guys will come to know about different applications also, which are used for specific domain. So every domain has got their own applications. Like there are there are many applications which focuses on designing and part. So maybe this is helping to those people who belong to that domain. There are many AI application which focuses on which focuses on financial aspects. So those applications are helpful for those people who are into financial institutions or financial background. So depending on your domain, there are available AI applications, AI tools, and everything. So to learn how to deploy a model for training, you need to and you will have to first go through the things that are required. There are different tools available for deployment. There are tools you need to learn how to integrate it and everything. So it's a long process. It's a practical process that you guys have to learn, and for which you need to first start with Python. It depends on how the data is stored. It's like, look, I got a question. It's an interesting question. Why do AI give different answers to the same question asked in different devices? It's like, if the same question, if I put it into a human, if I ask a teacher ask a question to 100 student in one class, not all answers will be same, right? Every brain thinks differently. Maybe the concept or logic behind the answer is same, but maybe the example given are different. Maybe things are somewhere it stands different from each other. That's how the AI works. What I said in earlier, ai is making AI is what nothing but a thing. It is making your machine think like a human. So that is the reason if you put same question to different AI applications, it gives you different answers, because the model which you have prepared, the model used to prepare it, maybe it has taken different training. Okay, it will not be always same in the same application also. If you try the same question again, it will answer you differently. It's not fixed. Okay, when you will get a fixed answer, when it is trained for only one task. It's not trained with one task. It is training itself by the experience that is just getting from the data. So every day when it come across with some new data, it will improve itself. It's like human, how you improve yourself by your experiences. Okay, so day by day, AI is completely responsible on the data that it is getting. So data is provided every day. Your AI is enhancing its output. I will provide the site. You can have the look on the site link, which you can go through. Waiting for your more questions. Yeah, it's not something which is only you are confused. There are many people who are confused with these all three terms. So AI, if in short, if I want to explain it in other way, I can say AI is like a big AI is like a big umbrella. Okay, it's like a big umbrella, which each concept that we talked about today comes under that umbrella. Okay, so AI is the broader concept. It's about making machine think, act, learn like human. That's what AI is. Okay, it mimics human intelligence about reasoning, learning, problem solving, and perception. Okay, now how human have brain, right? How human have brain. So AI also has a brain, and that brain is ML. So you can say AI is brain of ML is brain of AI. So machine learning is subset of AI that allows your machine to learn from data. Okay, so that's what AI ML is. Now deep learning. Deep learning is it is considered as advanced learner. So it is also subset. It is subset of machine learning. It's a subset of machine learning. So this deep learning uses neural networks with multiple layers. That's why it is called as it is always, if you will search in Google deep learning, so you will always find neurons, brain neurons shown to you. So it is with multiple layers to understand complex patterns. It focuses, as I said, face recognition. You have this pattern, right? A security pattern in your mobile phones where it recognizes your face and opens your mobile phone. Voice assistance, speech, self-driving cars, and all. These are part of machine deep learning. Neural networks. Neural networks can be considered as building blocks of deep learning, or else you can say I would say that it's a foundation of deep learning. It mimics how neurons in human brain works. Every neuron that you have, it has one purpose, right? So it each neuron will receive information, it will process it, and it will pass it to multiple layers. Like for example, if I smell, how human thinks, if I smell something, how I how I get tempted with the smell. Like if it is a bad smell, obviously I will shrink my face, I will make a face of like something bad, right? But if it is something good, how our facial expression changes to a very pleasant one. Now, this all is happening because of our neurons getting activated according to the message that has been received, right? When a mosquito comes and sit on our hand, what happens? My neurons get activated, like eyes sees to it, I feel it, my eyes see to that. My brain says to my another part of my body, that is my hand, to uh, uh put away, fly it away, right? So this is, see, similarly, neuron networks, the concept neuron networks help deep learning to think like that. It recognizes lines and edges, shapes of ears and eyes. Now, there are many applications which identify same faces, right? That because of neural networks. Okay, so neural network is like, it thinks of neural networks like your human brain analyzing two photo. If I ask you to compare two photos, how you will analyze it? Similarly, neural networks does the same thing in AI. Okay, so that is what neural networks are. And generative AI, Gen AI. This is one of very popularly used. It is also powered by deep learning. Okay, it can create you content, it create contents related to text, images, music, or even videos are created nowadays. You see there are so many things that are coming up using AI, right? That's what Gen AI, like Chat GPT is one of the best example of Gen AI. It writes essay, it answers your question, it codes, gives you code and everything. Sorry. So there are many more AI also provided, which provides building videos or musics and all. And there are big data. One more question you asked is big data. Big data is when you have huge amount of data which is massively increasing day by day, which cannot be handled. Okay, the goal of big data is to store, process, and analyze your enormous data set that you have so that AI model can learn effectively. Like social media data is one of the example where million of users are there and millions of data is generated day by day. Okay, so handling that kind of data is very complex. So big data is like fuel that is the fuel that powers all of this. It helps you to store, process, and analyze your huge amount of data so that your AI model can learn effectively. I hope this gives you a better understanding about the concepts. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session and the doubts that you had related to AI. I hope I was able to solve it. I think I have answered most of the questions. How you generate data analysis? Data analysis is analyzing your data. When the term comes as data analysis is trying to understand your data, trying to understand with your whether your data is uh, capable of is perfect in terms of reading, understanding the data or not, whether it is it is fitting to the requirement or not. According to your requirement, the data is provided or not. See, when you work with data, data is always in the raw form, raw data. To make it work for model, you need to perform data analysis on that. That is what data analysis is, where you try to read your data, where you try to understand your data, where you try to prepare it so that you can feed it to the models. I think I have answered most of your questions. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. So thank you for joining today's webinar, and it was a good experience for me as well. There were many good questions. Last note I would say is AI is not replacing human. I would say this pointer because many we have this question that AI is actually replacing human. So my point of view is that AI is not about replacing human. It's about how human potential, how more in a very different form we can use these techniques to make our life more simple. So it's about amplifying human potential. And if you're curious, you're persistent, and you're ready to learn, AI future is open to you. So explore the digital Regenesys AI programs and take your first step. And who knows, maybe next year you will be the one teaching AI to others, or you will be creating some more applications related to AI, which everyone will be using. So stay curious, stay learning, and remember the future isn't artificial, it's intelligent. Thank you, everyone.